This is NashvilleLou Live-to-Tape, November 5th, 2022. Playing Blockchain Brawlers, the new game from Tyranno Studios, still in beta release. This is the new 1.3.19 build. The full version will be out very soon. Let's see if I can find some competition here at Room 1. Taking on Super.Benz. Here we go. All right, start with 7-3-5. That shared deck of 32, 1 through 8. 4 each. We'll start with 3-5. Up against the 3. I hate to fold against a 3. We'll go with a bet of 3. Power meters for how much damage you deliver if you win in a given round. You start with 1. They bet 1, did Super.Benz. They folded, so deliver 1 point of damage. They get an extra card to their hand for the next round, and that's what happens in this game when you fold. You get an extra card for your next round. There are certain times where it's definitely a strategic move to fold. So up by 1. Go with a pair of 3s. Because I won that first round with 3, I got an extra 2 to my power meter. That happens in this game when you win with a 1 or a 3 in your hand. Here I'm going to fold. This could be a flex of some sort, and that's fine if it is. That's where things inevitable. So I folded a pair of 3s. I'll get the extra card for the next turn. They'll deliver 1 point of damage, and the 4-8 is the right move to fold. Tied up at 24 going into round number 3. Their power meter moves to 2. Mine moves to 4, or stays at 4, I should say, thanks to the fold. I go 7-8. That's a pretty strong hand. Beats anything but an 8-8. Seven against a 1. I know I've got it for sure. Just do a bet of 1, hoping that maybe Super.Benz will just limp in at 1 to see what I'll do, and I can trap him so he can't fold and thus can't get the extra card. There's a fold. So 4 points of damage delivered. A power meter will move 1 point up for the next round of 5, which is what happens when you win a round in Blockchain Brawlers. 24-20, I lead. Power meter's at 5. My opponent's power meter's at 2. Pair of 2s is a lovely hand to fold. Against a 5, flat out fold. When you get to having 6 cards in your hand, you can't get any more than that. But if you fold with 6 cards, you can discard some or all of your hands, so you can get an entirely new set of cards for the next round. But you have to keep in mind, there's not like any sort of card counting in this game. They went with a pair of 5, so it's right to fold. So that shared pool of 32 cards. I could fold a pair of 2s to come right back to me. Here I'm going to go pair of 2s. Getting 22-20. Against a 4. I'm just going to flat out fold. Play this pretty tight. Let's see what I can get to pair with that 8 for the next round. Did I not already fold? There we go. Super.Benz bet 2. But since I folded, it'd just be the regular power meter, unless it's a flex. A flex where your first card is higher than your second card. It's not a flex, it's just a 4 or 5 standard. So 3 points of damage delivered. Power meter for Super.Benz moves to 4 as we head into round number 6. Super.Benz now in the lead 20-19, but I'm coming now with a 7-8. Against the 1, I know I've got it for sure. That's probably going to be a fold. It's a fold. So I'll deliver 5 points of damage. I'll drop Super.Benz to 15 points of health. Now I lead 19-15. Power meter moves to 6 for this next round here, round number 7. It was 6-7, and if I don't like the matchup, I can always fold and get a fresh new set of 6. It's the 4, so I know that there's no way that Super.Benz can beat me this round. I'm with a bet of 3, which is essentially a tripler for your power meter. So I bet 3. We'll see who Super.Benz does here. Probably will be a fold. Bet of 3, so this would be for the win. It will be for the win. There's 13 right there. You can't beat that. An 8 and a 4 is only 12. Then a 7 and a 4. That's 11. And a pedigree with a drum roll at the end. All right, so good game, Super.Benz. All right, with a 4-8, we'll go with a bet of 3. Testing out the connect code here to come running over to the computer. Didn't see the match had started. Anyway, what's going on here? All right, so they folded. I'll just pick my move here. Even the most frustrating thing, been trying to get the room 1 to work for like 12, 13 hours. It keeps just dumping me out into event 1 with a frozen clock. Go 2-3 here. I'm just going to fold this in all likelihood. But against a 1, I'll stick with a bet of 2. They call. This could be a loss for me here this round. That's a high card. It is. So that breaks my power meter. Plus it gives my unnamed opponent an additional 2 points. Something else from the last recording I had, the only one I've had thus far with this version 1.3.19 is I go 1-3 on the bet. Hope that's like a high card. That's a flex attempt here. Be nice to bust that up. Let's stick in there. Bet of 3. Bet of 3. This could be trouble for me. Yep. So 12 damage. I'm roughed up here. All right. I got to fold. I'm not doing so hot. 2-3. Against the 1. I'm going to stick around. I have to do it. Get that 3 in there. So finally a win with a 3. Thank goodness. So I think that power meter going again. I think it's worthwhile to keep on trying that approach even when you're behind. You got to get a power meter boost even when your opponent's got a high one. Especially when your cards aren't very good anyway. So in with a 2-3 off the fold. Going to round 5. I trail 23-11. We'll go 4-8. They may have some pretty strong cards here. This could be trouble for me. 7. I don't like it. Is it 7-7 or 7-8? I'll lose, but I lay down here and I'm folding. Yeah, I'm going to fold though because I don't feel good about this. 7-8. Okay. All right, so I'm down, but look, as long as you've got at least 1 point of health left in this game, you still got a shot. Pair of 6s. Here we go, real crazy. 6-3. We're going to flex on this one right here. Let's do it. It's the 4. Let's see if I get to fold. Whoever my opponent is, him or her, is a fold, so I got to flex. That's 8 points of damage off the flex, where your first card is higher than your second card. Winning with a 3 in my hand gives me an additional 2 points to my power meter to go with the 1 point I gained from winning round 6. My power meter moves to 7. I trail, but it's 15-6, and I go with a pair of 7s here. What do they got? Oh, they're deciding. They've got 6 cards, so pretty good spot for them. Maybe I can bust them up here if I go with a bet of 1. Probably a fold. But maybe not. Just fold. Okay. So, and they're going to have a really strong next shot at me here. In all likelihood, whenever they take it. We have 4 cards. It depends what drops in to go with a 6. 6-8. I got a shot. This could be 7-8, 8-8, 7-7. 7-7 I can handle. 7-8 could be trouble, but I think this is my best chance right now. Bet of 3, they probably have 7-8. If it's 7-7, then I may actually win. I'd have to do some math here. But I'm guessing that's 7-8. They're sitting on something pretty strong. Yeah, 7-8. So they win. Look at the is that thumbs down? What else is going to thumbs down is the gain on my microphone. You know, if I've got to go out, let it be like that. A flower, at least. So a good game to the unnamed opponent. Rewards loser. Putting on Mace in your face. We'll open with a pair of 3s. NashvilleLou Live-to-Tape. Playing Blockchain Brawlers against a 2. Going heavy with a bet of 3. Mace bets 1. Love to be aggressive early. I love to be aggressive with a pair of 3s in this situation because of the value it gets. So it's 3 damage because of the bet of 3, but the more important part, when you end with either a 3 or a 1 in your hand, you gain an additional 2 points to your meter for the next round. So instead of going from 1 to 2, I'll go from 1 to 2 to 6. With a pair of 3s on the victory, I'll go next round here, 1-3, probable fold. Against a 2, I hate to do it, but I'm going to fold. With an extra card for the next hand. When you fold in Blockchain Brawlers, you get an extra card for the next round. You can keep that advantage for the rest of the match. So it plays into strategy 2-5. So a point of damage, didn't do anything to boost the meter. I lead 24 to 22. Power meter at 6, and now I can come in here with a 7-8. Against a 4. I know I've got it for sure. I'll just go bet of 1, though, and see what Mace does. Bet of 2. It's fine. That'll be 12 points of damage delivered. That's going to knock him down to 10 points of health. I'll slap him in the face, too. Oh, there's a flex. Flex for your first card is higher than your second card. 24 to 10, I lead. Power meter at 7. Mace. Power meter at 1. I'll just go with a 1-2 here. Almost for sure going to fold. Against a 1, I hate to just fold like that, but I've got a lot more to lose with that power meter at 7. Mace, that power meter at 1. That's another element of this game. Yes, fold. Fold. Make sure you hit the right button there. Been using the vanilla version of Google Chrome, no extensions of any sort. So a pair of 1s. Really good time for Mace to play that. That's that additional boost of 2 to the power meter for each one. Power meter is only up to 6, a little bit different now, but here I am with 7 in my power meter with a 7-8 on deck. Only 3 cards for Mace. And you see we're not having folded earlier is starting to create some problems, or where it may. Winning with a pair of 1s helps. I know I've got this for sure. Go with a bet of 2. That would win me the match if Mace calls it. With a double or bet of 2, that power meter of 7 would be 14 points against 10 health. As it is, that's 7 damage going to Mace to be 3 points left of health for Mace. And I'll lead 23 to 3 going into round 6. 6-8. I can play this tight if I need to. I'm in a pretty good spot here, though. We'll see. Against the 6, I know I've got at least a push, which will give me the win. I'll bet 3 just to lock it in. Bet a 3 as well for Mace. It'll assign me a finisher here, I think. There's a flex, so I win the match. There's that choke slam. That's a tremendous finish. Just a choke slam. Fire and everything. That's really cool. The flower. And here we go again with Mace. This is the same Mace that I played in the second match. I didn't want to just presume that it was the same person, though, because names in Discord don't necessarily match. All right. I'll save the 8 for the next round. Open with 1-4. That'll be any sort of flex. I may fold if it's like a 6 or 5. That's a 5. I'll go ahead and just fold here. Be a good spot for like a 5-3, a 5-1. Not because of the flex, but because you'd win with a 3 or a 1 in your hand. Go ahead and fold here. The bet of 2 for Mace. That doesn't matter. Just do 1 point of damage unless it's a flex. A flex doubles your power meter. There's really no need to do that here. It's a common mistake rookies make. It's flexing early, thinking that's a big thing. Winning with a 5-6, so it's the right move by me to fold. I have the 8 still for round 2, trailing 25-24. I'll go 7-8. I'm going to play something strong here. Because I folded, I get the extra card in my hand for this round. That will come into play. All right. Well, I can bust his meter up there. I just bet 1. My power meter's low enough. Amplifying it isn't as important as potentially getting the force, but it's a fold. So I win with a 7-8. So we're tied up at 24. Both of us will have a power meter at 2 going into round number 3. 7-3, nice spot to flex. Your first card's higher than your second card. The problem is a flexing hand always loses to a non-flexing hand. I'm showing a 7 against a 6. Good shot opportunity to show strength. We'll see what Mace does here. The bet of 1. So it's either going to be a call at 3 or it's going to be a fold. It's a fold, so I win. So that doubles the power meter, which isn't as important. The more important part is winning that particular round with a 3. The extra 2 points to my meter for the next round. So instead of going from 2 to 3, it goes from 2 to 5. We'll be entering round 3. That's a well-timed flex when you got the right opportunity and go a long way in this game. 24-20, I lead. It'll be a great opportunity now for me to have a fold because Mace sitting over there with 5 cards. Let's go 1-3. Against the 7, that could be a flex. That's fine if it is. I'll go and just fold here. So I'll get an extra card for the next round of 5. If you get to 6 cards, you can't have more than 6 in your hand, but if you fold at 6, then you can potentially fold all of your cards. You've got a shared deck of 32 cards, numbers 1 through 8, 4 through each. Of those numbers distributed in shared pool. There's no shuffling. It's like a constant. You can get something you discarded right back to you potentially. We'll go 5-7. Against the 7. Go ahead and fold. Not thrilled about it. I mean, that's potentially a bit of damage coming my way, but I got to play it safe. Let's look at me the 6 cards, a fold. Seven. So it's the right move to fold. Pair of 7s, very strong hand. So 5 points delivered. Mace leads 20-15. Power meter for Mace now at 6, but I've got a pair of 8s. Against an 8, so that'd be... Now if it's a push, that could be trouble for me. That's a pair of 8s. Mace would win the match potentially, so maybe I'll not go so aggressive on that. We'll go 1. Bet a 3. I got to get in. I can't fold a pair of 8s here. I mean, that cost me the match, and so be it. Pair of 8s. That's a push. Because the 18 damage came my way. See the -3? That means I lost. So I'll deliver 15 damage. I don't know if it's posthumous or whatever. Actually, I won't even bother with that. So Mace gets the victory. I guess, well, there you go. It's like kicking an extra point. The game's already decided. So a pair of 8s. Mace had the nuts there at the end. So there's an example of how in this game you can have a draw in a round and end up losing the match as a result. The power meter, that's part of the genius of this game. So a good game. All right, here we go. Another round of matches. Working on Mace. All right, not the best draw out of the gate. Go 4-5. Against a 4. Stick with a bet of 1. That protects against a 3 or a 1 being the slam card, the second card there. If it's higher than that, well, you know what? I'm going to fold. We'll get the extra card for my next hand. I don't like the fold generally in the first round, but I will here. I know that Mace plays rather tight. So that was the right move. All right, so Mace leads by 1, but I got the extra card in my hand. I'll go pair of 3s. We'll see. This might be a flex time here for Mace. This could be a throwaway hand for Mace. It probably is the throwaway hand with that 1 showing against my 3. A perfect chance. Pair of 3s, a wonderful hand to win with. Because you get an extra 2 points to your power meter for each one you've got in your hand when you win a round, a 3 or a 1. Well, I'm getting called, so we'll see. This is like a 1-7. I could be, yep, 1-7. As I said, that'd be enough to get me there. So, power meter though stays at 1. You can take some risks when your power meter's at 1. Big boost there for Mace, up to 5 on that power meter. My cards leave something to be desired. 3-4, no. 4-5. It's the 3. Bet of 2. Oh, got called. So this is like a 3-8. That's getting clobbered here. 25-3. The route is on. And these cards are brutal. Pair of 3s. Against the 1. I've got to here because winning with these 3s would give me that power meter boost. Mace went in on 1, went on 3. So one of us is, oh, it was a win. Look at that. The power meter gets broken. What a turn of events. This is why I say, as long as you have at least 1 health point left, you're still in the match. So the power meter goes back to 1 for Mace. My power meter's at 6. And finally, I've got some decent cards. 6-8. Against a 1. It's probably going to be a fold. I'll bet the 3, because that would be, that would actually give me enough of the damage and the attack to get within 1 point health-wise, but that's a fold. That's the right move by Mace against 6 showing there. 6-8, 6 damage delivered. Mace leads 16-3. Now 4 cards for Mace. And now I've got some options here. I can go 1-2. I'll just go 4-4. I guess something big I'll fold. If it's like a 2 or something, I'll stick around maybe. It's a 3. Big power meter here. Actually, no, I may fold. As much as that seems... Oh, I hate folding against the 3, though. I really hate to do it. You know what? Bet a 1. Let's see. Fold. So it's 7 points of damage delivered. I'll have a power meter of 8 for the next turn. And notice now Mace has 9 points of health. It's 9-3. Can the rally continue? 5-7. Actually, you know what? It'd be a good time to dump a 1-2 here. I bet that's be a pretty stout hand right here for Mace. Maybe not, but that's my anticipation. Against a 2, I mean, I hate to do it, but I'm going to fold. You have to protect your power meter in this game. It's a very important element of it. So I folded. Mace folded as well. So each of us get an additional card in our hand for the next turn. You see where we're going with this. Mace now with 6 cards. I'm with 5. I can come in with a 7-8. Pretty strong. Mace would be looking to fold here anyway. That's a 7, though, so at least that'd be a push. And I would be able to, let's see, bet of 2 would give me the win. If we push on this round, the damage delivered, that's bet of 3. This is going to be a win for me here. If I'm not mistaken. Is that power meter at 8 versus a power meter at 1? It's a perfect example right here of how the power meter can make all the difference in a match. And you see what I'm talking about. Having 3 health points when Mace was sitting there at 25, and now look. Well, okay, that did knock me down to 0, so this is interesting. Okay. Mine should knock Mace further down than 0. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. Is this like the visual pinfall equivalent in a video game? So I've got 0. Mace has minus 15. Now what? I guess I win. Interesting. That's the first time I've had one play out like that. Good game. And here we go again. I like to be aggressive early. 6-3. Gets to 7. I don't like folding in round 1. We'll see. This might be 7-7, 7-8. Mace plays pretty tight generally. 7-8. But the risk reward there with my power meter at 1. No big deal. It stays there. I do take the 3 points of damage. I trail 25-22, but now I can come back 6-8. So a Mace at. Against a 3, that's probably be a throwaway. See if maybe I can catch Mace on a bet of 1. Probably a fold. Bet of 1, awesome. What I wanted to happen. That'll break the power meter. 6-8 beats a 3 and a 7. 14, greater number than 10. Not the best options here. I'll go 1-4. Trailing 24-22. I hate to fold against a 3. I hate to do it. Let's go bet of 3. Bet of 3 is maybe a poor choice. Could be like 6-8. Or should be 3-8. 3, yeah. 3-7, yeah. 3-8. Winning with a 3, that's the big part. That pushes the power meter from Mace up to 4. Neither of us have folded yet. 5-6. Against a 6 and a fold. I'll take the damages, maybe a flex. Maybe 8 damage coming my way because that a flex doubles your power meter for that round, a one-time boost. So I folded. It's at 6-7, so again, Mace generally plays pretty tight, so not that surprising, especially with a power meter to protect. So 4 damage delivered. Power meter for Mace moves to 5. Mace leads 24-15. Perfect time to pull a flex. 6-3. I'm guessing Mace is going to want to have a fold here sooner as opposed to later to try and get that extra card. What you get when you fold. Bet of 1, though. Hoping I can scare away Mace with that bet of 3. Uh-oh. Got called. It's 15 points coming my way. And that's the match. So I got squashed there. So a decisive victory there for Mace. All right. Paltry starting hand here. with a pair of 4s. This would beat anything like a 3-3 or a 1-3 or anything like that against a 5. I'll go ahead and fold. Get the extra card for my next round. 5-3, so I should not have folded. It was a good time to flex there by Mace. You normally be aggressive in the first round. Trying a different approach, and this time worked against me. So Mace with a flex. It's only the 2 points because it doubles your power meter when you flex. 2 points of damage delivered, but the power meter now at 4. 7-1. Try and steer off Mace here. I guess protecting that 4 pretty strongly. Go with a bet of 3. Fold. So I deliver 2 points of damage because, again, it doubles your power meter when you flex in this game. Flexing your first card, your setup card being higher than your second card, the slam. Just give you that extra 2-point boost when you win a round with a 1 or a 3 in your hand. For each of those, you get an extra 2 points for that next round. Tied at 23. 2-4. If I throw this one away. Against the 3. I hate to fold against the 3, but I will here because I know Mace plays pretty tight. It's probably 3-7, 3-8. I hate to do it. That's going to have a huge power meter, but it's my best move. 3-7. So it was the right move to fold. 4 damage delivered, but it's the power meter now at 7. That's big time trouble. I'll come in here with a 7-3. It'll be a flex and it'll be an extra 2 points to my meter. It's an 8. Ooh. I don't know. 7 points of damage, 14 of it to flex. You know what? It's going big. It's a call. Probably a pair of 8s there. In that case, that's the match. Yeah, that's the match. And you get the pedigree, you get a drum roll, and you get called an asshole all in one felt swoop. Good game. Mace, another victory over me. All right, this will be, I think, the last one of this particular taping session. Mace is done after this. I think we're going to go with that. So some better cards here to start with. 6-7. Against a 6. Maybe I'll regret not using a 6-8 or 7-8 here, but that's what I opted to do. Bet of 3. Mace came in with a 1. So we'll see. Maybe it's a 6-6. Maybe a 6-7, which would be a push. Fold. So Mace gets an extra card for the next round. I win. So I get a boost to my power meter of 1 for the next round. Have that 8 sitting there for the next round. All right. A little different here, go 5-1. Power meter's only at 2, so you can be a little riskier with it. 4 against a 5. I don't know what Mace is going to do here with a bet of 1. Seeing I've got 3. Called on the 3 here, so I'm going to regret this. I think it's 4 and an 8. I'm playing way too loose against Mace here. But, you know, risk and reward in this game. It's only 1 point of damage delivered. And Mace leads, but it's 24-22. The power meter at 2. 1-8. Against the 6. With a bet of 1. Let's see what Mace does. Bet of 2. It's almost insurance against a Mace flex here of 6-3 or 6-1, because that would be a big swing if it happened. It was a flex, and that's why I did it. It's 2 points of damage. The power meter resets to 1 for Mace, because I won with a 1 in my hand. get the additional 2 points to my power meter for the next round. Going to round 4, tied at 22, power meter at 4. Mace, power meter at 1. I'll go with a pair of 3s. This will almost for sure be a fold. Keep that 8 for the next round. Against a 2. You know what? Let's go in on it. Bet of 2. You know what? I'll fold here. Let's see. Oh, this is the right move to fold, but I did. The 2-4 would have pushed. So I should not have folded, but my power meter's protected. It's not good to lose to a 2-4, but that's how it worked out. Trail by 1. You have 4 cards. I go 4-5. Even if that's a flex or something, I can withstand it potentially. See, if it's a high card here, I'll probably bail. If it's low, I think it's a 5. A lot can go wrong for me there. I'll just go ahead and fold. Check the power meter. Get an extra card for the next round. Hope it's not a flex. 5-6, so not a flex. And more importantly, not a flex of 5-3 or 5-1 because of the power meter boost that's not there as a result. Nope. We'll go 1-3. It's another throwaway. I'm going to try. This will put me at 6. Well, I guess to 1, though. How do I lay down against that? Ooh. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Bet of 3. Too bold. Bet of 1. Fold. Got him to fold. So winning with a 1 and a 3. Risky move, but it's because of that I'm going to have a power meter of 9 for my next turn. I lead by 1, 19-18, but now my power meter's at 9. Look at that. If it goes to a bet of 2 and I win this next round, I win the match. Cool. The cards are still less than ideal here. Go 4-5. I got enough latitude where I can stall a little bit. I can fold. I'm in a real nice spot for the next round. I'll have 3 additional cards coming to my hand, and then if I decide I don't like that, I can fold and substitute them all. Now, I can get those same cards potentially right back to me. It's a 6-7, so I was right to fold, as it turns out, because it's that shared pool of 32 cards, numbers 1 through 8, and there's 4 of them each. And now look at this. Going with a pair of 8s. That meter at 9. Mace has a 2. All I have to do is put a bet of 2, knowing that if that gets called, that's the win for me. If there's a fold, I'll still deliver 9 damage. It's a fold. Now lead 16-9. Power meter's at 10. Mace's power meter is at 4. I can come in here with... I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this 7. I'll go 4-5, and unless it's like a 1, I'll fold and get rid of everything but the 7. Easy choice here against that 7 showing. Oh, fold. Fold, okay. Now pick the discards. That clock's running. Don't fold the 7. Save that. Discard the rest. We'll see what happens here. 7-1 is a flex. Well-timed flex by Mace. So that doubles the power meter. One time only with a flex. Power meter boost. Doubles to 8. That's the damage delivered. Winning with a 1. Boosts the power meter to 7. I can go pair of 7s here. If there's like an 8 showing, I can... Well, we'll see what happens. I can still fold against a 6. This would be a push. If nothing else, I've got the win. I've got the win for sure, I think. Bet of 3, Mace is going to have to match, but because I get that power meter advantage, even though Mace leads by 1 point, it's not going to matter, I don't think. Mace basically obligated to call because of the fold, what I've already shown. It was a 6 and an 8, so it was a push, but again, I'm at minus 13. But I'm about to deliver 30 points of damage, and that's minus 21. I've heard of negative 5 stars or minus 5 stars. This is a little different. Great match. got the victory. All right, so that's going to do it for this edition of NashvilleLou Live-to-Tape, playing Blockchain Brawlers. The beta version 1.3.19. The full version will be out soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.